Okay, so let's do a mesh analysis on the output over here from Hitem 3D. So this is the case study from my previous video, and I'm really curious how many self-intersections are there within this model. As you can see, if I'm gonna take a look over here at the interior of the car, the model will look like this. So we see how those normals will be set over here. Now, I'm really curious if there are any self-intersections because I have analyzed some other models and those had quite a lot. And when I'm saying other models, other generative AI tools. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I will download this. I'm going to save this, as you can see, as a GLB. I'm going to change that to FBX so I can directly open that. This will be Hitem 3D7. Therefore, within GeoMagick, I'm going to go ahead and I will import that. And we know that within downloads, this will be so Hitem 3D7. I'm just going to make sure that the file has been loaded. As you can see over here, 83 megabytes seems to be fully loaded. So we have the mesh now being imported. And as you know, GeoMagick will set the axis like this. In order to change them, you can go over here to within tools, to exact movement, to principal, and this will change that. You can also go ahead and you can rotate them differently. For example, we see that now the car will go upwards on the z-axis. You can just go ahead and you can rotate either using this rotate tool over here, or if you want to do it, you can also input numeric value over here with exact movement, and you can specify the axis. But let's take a look over here at the mesh. So I'm going to go ahead and I will disable the texture so we can better see this. And within polygon, I will go ahead and I will do a mesh doctor. So let's see exactly what will be. And in this case, as you can see, the mesh will only have small tunnels. So in this case, 169. What I find it really nice over here is that the total number of high decrease edges and spikes will be like this. So not that many high decrease edges, but a lot of spikes. If I will disable those, and we're just gonna take a look over here at the small tunnels, I'm gonna cycle between those. So this is the first small tunnel over here, somewhere within the wheel. If I will enable that clipping tool, over here where we have that wheel joining with the rim, we're gonna have a tunnel over here as well. So in this case, as you can see, there are quite many small tunnels. And not only over there where we have that join between the wheel and the rim, but also over here where we're gonna have those elements joining. Again, this will be for the wheel, but also for the exterior of the car shape. This again will be an interior for the wheels, so most of them will be located over there. But as you can see, this will actually be over here. So if I will disable the clipping plane, we're gonna have the following problem over here. So this is considered to be a small tunnel because we have that thing over there linked, as you can see it, and it's oddly linked. The main advantage is as GeoMagick can just clear this. I'm just gonna zoom in over here and I'm gonna hit apply so you can see exactly what will happen over here. GeoMagick will go ahead and will clear those elements. So let me just hit update over here. For the small tunnels, it should start a progress bar, and it should start to process that. So I'm going to hit apply now. In this case, I see that actually it will not fix those small tunnels, so this is quite interesting. I'm going to go ahead and I will restart Mesh Doctor. It usually fixes this kind of problem quite easily. If not, we need to go manually and select and delete those. So that will be a little bit of time consuming. But let's go ahead. If I'm gonna click apply, yeah, and now we see that it started to process. So maybe since we had that walkthrough with the clipping plane, it struggled to fix those small tunnels. But now we see the progress bar on the bottom with green over there, and now that has been finished. And we see how the mesh over here has been changed. We still have over here this mesh, this single triangle actually, that is connected over here within a point, but we're no longer going to have those small tunnels. We do have small components, and in this case, we're going to see that that triangle will be considered a small component. This one over here as well. So we can just hit apply, and everything that is not connected to the main body will be deleted. I'm very curious if the wheels will also be over here selected, because I didn't check, and I hit apply and I can no longer zoom in and zoom out. But as we can see, those wheels were not considered small components. Now, if I will go ahead and I will select the, let's say, the door over here, I will go to select, and I will select, in this case, not all. I just want to select the one that will be bounded. So actually everything will be bounded. This is what I wanted to see, if the wheels will be separated from the mesh, but no, everything will be bounded over here together. Okay, so overall this is the mesh analysis for Hitem 3D. I'm really curious what's your opinion regarding this, because in my opinion Hitem 3D outputs some really good triangle meshes, and they don't have a lot of problems. If you're familiar with my channel, I do this kind of analysis for other tools, and Hitem 3D usually outputs non-manifold edges, a total amount of zero self-intersection. So this is something that I've seen within Rodin and Tripo. Those are two of the other generative AI tools that I like very much. And regarding the high crease and spikes, in this case, Hitem 3D will generate a lot more spikes, but that is due to the fact that it will also try to output a little much better geometry with more details over there. So I'm really curious, what is your opinion regarding this? I hope you enjoy this kind of content with generative AI, and you're gonna find a similar video on the left side, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.